What about the holy names? You have noticed that we use the names Yahweh and Yahshua and the title Elohim. Here is the explanation for why we do so. Many years ago in reading the Holy Scriptures, my attention was brought to the fact about names. The Torah, the first 5 books of the Old Testament, record many men's and women's names that were transliterated into English from the Hebrew language. Here is an example of the transliterated Hebrew names of Jacob and his sons in Exodus 1 verses 1 to 4. And these are the names of the children of Yisrael who came to Mitzrayim, Egypt, with Yaakov, each one with his household: Reuben, Shimon, Levi, and Yehuda, Yissachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin, Dan, and Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. Even though transliterated from Hebrew into English, you hear the Hebrew pronunciation and see the great similarity with the actual English spelling of each one. Every name in the Old Testament follows that pattern. Those are all human names. Now let's go to the divine names. In the Hebrew language, Yahweh's name as given in Scriptures is Yahweh, made up of the 4 Hebrew letters Yod, He, Vav, He. The vowels have been supplied for pronunciation purposes, Yahweh. However, in the vast majority of Bibles, Yahweh's holy name is omitted. It is not even transliterated. It is totally changed into the Lord. How in the world did that happen? The reason is because the original translators were influenced by Judaism's idea that Yahweh's name is too holy to say, so they made up a substitution, the Lord, in place of his name, Yod, He, Vav, He, or Yahweh, as we pronounce it. Moses stated in Deuteronomy 32 verse 3, "For I proclaim the name of Yahweh, ascribe greatness to our Elohim." We are to proclaim the true name of Yahweh, not the substitute phrase, the Lord. His name is Yahweh. Yahshua, our Redeemer. Yahshua is his actual transliterated name into our English language, not Jesus or Iosis. The name Jesus is in no way any kind of transliterated name of Yahshua. In fact, you may not know, but the transliterated Old Testament name Joshua is almost identical to Yahshua's name. They actually transliterated Joshua's name, but not Yahshua's name. I wonder why they didn't. So, I use his Hebrew name Yahshua, which means Yah is salvation. Yah is the shortened form of Yahweh. Elohim. Elohim is the actual transliterated word into English that is usually written as God in most Bibles. Why do we use God instead of Elohim? The reason is because the original word God was used in paganism to denote their high idols and gods of worship, and that idea was brought into the Holy Scriptures to denote our Elohim. We don't want to refer to our Elohim, Yahweh, with the same words that pagans used for their deity.